in and for the cloud, IBM resources to help you succeed. We have an hour with you today, and our panelists will all have some information to share with you, and then we'll open the session up with about 15 minutes for dedicated Q&A time. Be sure to send your questions to us during the session as they occur to you. You can do so by typing them into the Q&A or the chat features on the right side of your screen. And we will follow up with you after the event to answer any question we may have received that we were not able to address in the 15 minutes we'll have at the end of the session. Before I introduce our panelists, I just want a quick mention that we have one more session on the Cloud Slam 10 agenda this evening at 9:30 p.m. Eastern with Doug Tidwell of our Emerging Technology Group titled Cloud Computing with the Simple Cloud API. We have 3 sessions scheduled tomorrow and 2 more set for Thursday, so please go to our webpage on CloudSlam at cloudslams10.com/IBM to find all the conference session information and click through to register for any that you might be still interested in attending. I'd like to welcome our moderator, Neil Ward-Dutton, Research Director at MWD Advisors. Neil co-founded MWD in 2005 with a mission to share his knowledge of industry best practices to help organizations achieve better alignment between the way they invest in and deliver IT with what their business demands, and we're pleased to have him here. Following Neil will be Matt Walbieser, Product Manager in the IBM Cloud Center of Excellence. Matt has 10 years with IBM, both in development and professional services, and he's received both BBA and MBA degrees from the University of Texas at Austin. Matt will talk to us about IBM's most recent cloud announcement last week, covering the IBM Smart Business development and test on the IBM Cloud Service offering. Followed by Matt will be Kim Kerner, Program Director for the IBM Rational Cloud Portfolio. Kim's experience in systems management and development and delivery processes, she brings the customer focus of preparing quality applications and services for deployment in today's 24/7 competitive environments. Also announced last week was our Rational Software Delivery Services on the IBM Cloud, and Kim will review that with us. To support both offerings and then some, IBM also announced last week a new online technical resource, IBM.com DeveloperWorks/Cloud. PK Sridhar, Manager for DeveloperWorks Market Management and Analytics, will review that resource and all it provides with us. Then Neil will moderate our question and answer session, and we'll close. With that, I'll turn the time over to Neil to kick us off. Go ahead, Neil.
Great. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Jennifer. Hi, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. So I'm just going to take a few minutes to warm everything up, be the MC if you like, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some research we've recently concluded, asking architects about what they're currently doing in the cloud, in terms of developing in the cloud and developing for the cloud. So first off, let me very quickly put up a high-level view that is maybe a bit different to what you may have seen already in terms of description of cloud computing. This isn't a stack of different types of cloud computing. This is really about the value that organizations can get. And I don't want to spend too long on this slide, but really to say that different organizations are engaging right now with cloud computing for different reasons. For some, the story is really about economic value. This is essentially about translating capital expenditure to operational expenditure, and also translating fixed costs into variable costs. And you can see here this kind of wheel of different types of value around cloud computing platforms. The 2 main elements here are utility pricing and elastic resource capacity. But there's another group of people who are looking to engage with cloud computing platforms in more of an architectural way. They're using the benefits that a cloud computing platform can provide in terms of time to market. So really leveraging how cloud computing platforms can deliver kind of abstract virtualized resources, how they can provide management automation and also bundle in self-service provisioning to really enable organizations to get going with an initiative in potentially an order of magnitude faster time than they could before. As a quick aside, I've spoken to a few organizations recently who can end up having to wait between 12 and 16 weeks to provision infrastructure for new projects. With a public or a kind of semi-private cloud computing platform offering, it's possible to get access to resources for new projects and for pilots in a matter of minutes or hours. So it's a fundamental change in terms of time to value, time to market. And there's a third group of people who are approaching cloud computing from a strategic perspective, really looking at cloud as a variant of, sort of specialized variant of outsourcing. It's really, this picture is just to show that there are many different perspectives on what cloud computing can do, and it means different things to different people. And this kind of picture I find is really useful for people when they're figuring out what they want to be doing with cloud computing. What is the value that's most interesting to you? What are the entry points that make sense? All of these things can be explained in the context of a model like this. So if we could just move to the next chart, I want to just build on that quickly and say, well, okay, so is this real? You know, we hear lots of people, frankly, yakking on about this. Are we just yakking, or is there something real behind this? And the answer is that there absolutely is something real behind this. I'm completely convinced. And there's a number of studies we've done. This is just one of the larger ones that really bear this out. There's a very active community across the world actually now using public cloud computing resources of various types. As you can see here from a survey we did about 6 months ago, so I think